Hi, this is Mohammed from T-Break. Today we'll be looking at the HTC Sense 3.5 user interface on the HTC Rhyme. First we'll take a look at the lock screen, which is basically the same as any other HTC lock screen that we've seen in the past year or so. You basically take the ring at the bottom and pull it out, and it's unlocked. Now the lock screen has 4 apps that you can customize. And if you want to use one of these apps, for example, the camera, if you want to use the camera, you just drag it into the ring, and it's on. Now we'll go to the home screen itself. The home screen itself has pretty much changed, drastically changed over the last few HTC phones that we've seen. Probably apart from the Sensation XL, I suppose. You basically have 5 apps that you can customize as well on the left, and the clock and weather app are basically at the bottom right. You also have the apps. You also have access to all the apps here, and the phone. Access to phone details here as well. Now these are not just apps themselves, but they've got tabs next to them, and if you click them out, you can basically get certain details such as the last email or the last text message you've received. For the music app, for example, you basically get the last song that you've played. Camera, you get basically the last couple of pictures you've taken, and maybe you close them like that. You can basically customize these any which way you want. HTC have really made this phone extremely customizable. You can add widgets, apps, shortcuts, folders, any which way you like. You can also personalize pretty much anything you want on this phone. You have basically 3 different scenes you can choose from, and basically this is the current one, and you've got the social and entertainment scenes that you can basically change onto. You've also got different skins, which also pretty much just change the background, and you can of course change the wallpaper as you like. Now let's go back to. You can also change the wallpaper as it's clearly seen here, and if you like, you also can change the lock screen style. You basically have the current one that I was using. You also have one where you can basically get to view the photos that you've taken. Another one for the friend stream, basically all the updates from your friends from Facebook, Twitter, Flickr, and there's the AccuWeather lock screen as well, the stocks lock screen, and a clock lock screen. You also can change and choose which lock screen apps you want, shortcuts, just as I mentioned earlier. And we're back to the home screen. Basically, the home screen, you can select Leap View, which is HTC's own proprietary. It's one of HTC's major features on the HTC Sense. With this, you can basically view all the home screens that you have. You have a total of 7. You can't add more than 7, but you can definitely take away one that, for example, this one that's empty. You can basically delete it, and you can add it again. You can also move or rearrange the home screens any which way you like. So I can basically move this here, and it'll be right next to this one, whereas before it was in the middle. So you can essentially customize this to pretty much a high extent, and it's perhaps one of the better HTC Sense versions I've seen so far. With the apps, in regards to the apps, you've got basically a grid layout. You cannot change where the apps are. They come out either as alphabetical or basically the frequently used apps that you've used, or downloaded apps, as you can see here. Now, if you want to go back there, essentially to add an app, this way, all you have to do is basically just click on the app, and you can put it anywhere here, for example, and you can move it around to different places. Here you go. If you want to get rid of it, just drag it to the trash bin right down there. See? And you can play around with it as much as you want. You can change a couple of the layouts on the home screens as you like, or you can delete empty home screens like this one, like I had mentioned before. And the layout, when you move around the home screens, there's this sort of a 3D effect that you get. It's pretty cool. It's well, it's not 100% 3D, obviously, but it's a pretty interesting move by HTC. And you can also move them around like a carousel if you move them around quick enough, which I haven't been able to do now. Like this. Overall, I think this is one of the better skins out there for Android cell phones, and definitely this is one of the best updates I've seen on HTC for quite some time. Not only do you get customizations with the home screen, but the notification bar has also been improved. Over here you get the recent apps that you've used, and including the notifications here, as well as quick settings, where you can basically change different things, such as your you can turn on your Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, turn on airplane mode, or you can even access a task manager, where you can basically look at what all your different apps are using in your in terms of storage space, and you can kill them all if you like. So yeah, this is pretty much a look at the new HTC Sense 3.5 on the HTC Rhyme, which has a highly customized version of it. And well, hopefully we're going to see more of these in the near future, because I think it's pretty neat. I think HTC have really done themselves a great deal with this new feature. And well, that's all I got to say for it right now. Please take a look at my review that's coming after this. Thank you very much.